10 out of them, all of them were shot by custom.
Somebody is carrying a bag of rice because some officers will just shoot and then they will kill. Let me put it on record that I disagree with Senator Ningi.
NDLA officers shot and killed a 2-year-old baby.
Whoever is given a bullet, just one bullet, must account for that bullet.
The ayes have it. Those in support of this prayer say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it.
On 13th July 2023, the Chief of Staff to the Katsina State Governor, Alhaji Jabir Sauri, had a narrow escape from a harrowing assault from Nigerian Customs Service officials. Worried that officers of the Nigerian Customs Service at a location near Gorar Emma Highway shot indiscriminately at the vehicle conveying the Chief of Staff to the Governor with other aides and close family members. He just managed to escape with his life. Concerned that the officials of the Nigerian Customs Service are yet to apprehend or arrest the erring officers or bring them to book for the unfortunate incident. The Senate recalls that in September 2021, personnel of the Nigerian Customs Service shot at the convoy of the former Katsina State Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, Alhaji Umar Gojo Gojo, while driving from Daura to my Adwa local government area of Katsina State. Worried that the inability to checkmate this recurring abuse of firearms by officers of the Nigerian Customs Service might lead to further loss of innocent lives and possibly reprisal attacks by angered civilians. Consequently, the Senate resolves condemn the indiscriminate shooting by officers of the Nigerian Customs Service on 13th July 2023 in Katsina State. Urge the Nigerian Customs Service to fish out the erring officers and investigate the incident that led the custom operatives to open fire on unarmed civilians. Urge the Nigerian Customs Service to improve on the training of its personnel in handling firearms, especially fire discipline, when dealing with Nigerian citizens. I so move, Mr. President.
When we were doing campaign in 2015, the people that supported us or supported Muhammad Buhari then around that area are those boys, men and women in that business. But Mr. President, if those groups, I was opportune to meet with them in 2017, they come to pay me courtesy call. When I started asking, where is one person she was shot by custom? Why this person was shot by custom? Well, they mentioned about 10 out of them. All of them were shot by custom. I asked them how. They said the position they have taken is anybody that came with rice, not any drugs or any other thing, rice. So, Mr. President, I'll be on the opinion that this Hallowed Chamber should take this matter very serious. The life of human in Nigeria, I think, is valued. The chicken is more valued than that which is not supposed to. In governance, the post is life and property of citizens.
It is that corridor that has been a recurring dismal. There hasn't been issues with custom in Lagos, in Ibadan, in the east and in the southwest. But the corridor between Katsina, Niger, Kano, a lot of people lost their lives simply because they are suspected of carrying a bag of rice. They will stop. Sometimes you lose brake, they will shoot you. Even on motorcycle, where it is physically seen that somebody is carrying a bag of rice, because some officers will just shoot and then they will kill. And nothing happens over the years. And therefore, when this motion comes up, it rhymes with the difficulty the governor of Katsina State is facing, because his chief of staff, as rightly put, narrowly missed his life because there was bombardment and sporadic shooting by custom officials, all in the vein of looking for those who bring in rice from the Nigerian Republic. It is just about rice, sir.
Let me put it on record that I disagree with Senator Ningi that this has not been the order of the day in the southwestern part of this country, of our country. Mr. President, I'm representing the border town. My senatorial district is referred to the real gateway states of Nigeria because I border Seme, that is the Benin Republic. Mr. President, I want to agree that there is urgent need for us to review the activities of the Nigerian custom in our borders across this country. This indiscriminate killing is just getting too much. Mr. President, in my senatorial district, every month, one person must lose his or her life to the Nigerian custom. Every month, once a month. Once a month. And what is the reasons? The reasons are a bag of rice, they have come to pick some maybe flour or whatever. Sir, that we have borders in our senatorial district, it's not our making. It's not our making. And if people there are trying to legally take advantage of what is within their domain, I don't think killing should be an option or the best way to address these people. And I'm saying this because, Mr. President, I've witnessed so many. During my electioneering campaign, it was a major issue. Let me give you another instance. In my senatorial district as we speak, if you want to get all the filling stations along the borderline have been shut down, all because of smuggling of petroleum products. Now, federal government has put up a policy that for you to get a petroleum product, you have to travel from the border 20 kilometers into the town to get fuel. And by the time you travel from the border to 20 kilometers into the town, and by the time you are returning without fuel, you don't have fuel again. So these people now resorted to the idea of carrying kegs to buy fuel back home so that they can use for their business around the borderline. Sir, as we speak, subsidy has been removed. So there is no need for us to close or give that distance anymore. But this policy is still in place by the federal government. And people are still being killed by the Nigerian custom. All because they are buying these petroleum products in the kegs so that they can, because all of them are not working in the town. They are working around the borderline.
Our traders in Abeokuta, the state capital, who sell rice, will sometimes wake up in the morning and find out their shops have been looted under the pretext of customs trying to look for smuggled rice. You don't go to somebody's shop at 3 a.m. when the person is not there. You break open the shop, then you are looking for smuggled rice in the shop. Ogun East, that is also even further away from the border town. You find customs moving from the border town to Shagam to Ijebu-Ode, and in the process, they also kill people, not at the border towns now, but right inside major cities in Ogun State, under the pretext that some of these traders, when I serve as the chief of staff to the governor of the state, we set up a committee, and the traders will say, all these customers would not come to their shops at midnight. From the border town up to the point they get to Abeokuta, they settle them all the way. Why would you collect money from them on the way, only to come to their shops at 3 a.m., 2 a.m., under the pretext of looking for smuggled rice? So I think the issue requires, just goes beyond mere condemnation and urging the Nigerian Customs to set up an investigation. This Senate must rise to the occasion, not only for the loss of lives, but the loss of livelihood of our people in different parts of the country.
I'm supporting this motion because there were many similar cases in the past where some of these officers, be police officers, be military, be custom officers, did this type of thing in Katsina and other states of federation and got away with it. I'm supporting this motion that this Senate should, as a Senate of Nigerian people, adopt this motion.
Even in Delta State, recently, NDLE officers shot and killed a 2-year-old baby. And I think the combined effect is not for only the customs, the NDLA, and other security agencies. When they use their arms, they must be accountable for it, and it should be investigated, and whoever is the culprit, bring to book.
Whoever is given a bullet, just one bullet, whether it is customs or police or any armed forces or security agencies, must account for that bullet when it is not available anymore. I know that in the armed forces, you have to explain where a bullet has gone. I don't know whether that applies to the customs, but the issue is there must be reward and sanctions. For those that have killed or maimed people, there must be consequences.
The Nigerian Senate condemns in totality the killing of innocent citizens just because they are found with bags of rice without any investigation, and that we condemn it in totality. We don't believe in any way that a bag of rice on a motorcycle is enough to attract a capital punishment. And then I also want to commend my colleagues for your contributions, particularly that of the Air Vice Marshal Napoleon Bally, retired. He pointed out that it is also the nature of the arms that are being used by the customs that could result in some of these accidental discharges that led to various loss of lives. I think the lives lost are too numerous, and if we allow it to continue, it means that people have to desert the border towns. And these are their ancestral homes. And so there is no way they can desert their ancestral homes because of, in fact, they will live in fear of killings in the daytime, and then killings in the night by bandits, and killing in the daytime by customs. So it's such a serious issue that I believe the Senate should have this ad hoc committee that has just been approved to look into it. So I thank distinguished Senator Colonel Yaradua, retired, and all of you for your contributions.